Power Lunch, August the 13th, 2025. My name is Neil. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode. It is the Japan Power Lunch show, and today I'm going to be talking about a couple stories that are making headlines here in Japan. Let's jump into it and take a look right away. This is our first headline. This is kind of the big scandal right now in Japan. This is actually making news internationally. So we have The Guardian here reporting on this one. Japan rocked by bullying scandal after team withdraws from high school baseball tournament. Oh no, it's a summertime scandal. What are we going to do? So Japan has a baseball tournament. It's a high school baseball tournament. It's called the Gaijin. It's the summer high school baseball tournament. And now don't make fun of it. It's not like Little League. This is huge. The Gaijin baseball tournament is a massive and extremely popular sports tournament in Japan. People love baseball here. They also love watching high school kids, do their absolute best in incredible heat in the middle of summer during the summer school holidays, right? It takes place over the school holidays. And it's also where you find the next stars of Japanese baseball. People like Ohtani Shohei, who go on to become major league players and, global stars, huge. These players are usually discovered at the high school level. It's televised. It's a massive, massive thing here in Japan. So just keep that in mind. Now, the scandal, the story, is that one of Japan's most popular sports tournaments is reeling after the sudden withdrawal of a team whose teenage players have been accused of abusing a younger teammate. They're accused of abusing a younger teammate. So this is Koryo High School, which has been representing the Hiroshima Prefecture in the Summer High School Baseball Championships. They announced on Sunday that it would no longer take part. They're like, we're out. We got a scandal. We can't do it anymore. The team's withdrawal comes after the public outcry over reports that several of its members had physically abused a junior player earlier this year. The event's organizing body issued a severe reprimand to the school in March after its internal investigation found that 4 students had assaulted a younger boy at a dormitory in January. So it's actually kind of an old story. Some kids went into the dormitory and they're like, yo, Saito, get over here. We're going to kick your ass. Boom, 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 boom. And somebody found out about it. Something happened. The Baseball Association said, hey, you guys got to cut this shit out. And now suddenly it all came out in the news. Until then, I think it was kind of quiet. No one really knew about it. Now it came out in the news and suddenly they're having to pull out of this tournament, which is a huge thing because, there's not that many teams. So not only does it affect the school and the kids in the team, but it affects the whole tournament and how they run it. The revelation sparked a backlash on social media that included calls for the team's expulsion, as well as a bomb threat and incidents in which Koryo students had been chased on their way to and from school. So it kind of spilled over into the social media world, and people got a little aggressive with the bomb threats, etc. Not good, not good. The summer tournament at Koshien Stadium near Osaka features 49 teams and is one of the highlights of Japan's sporting calendar, drawing huge attendances and TV audiences in the millions. The event, first held in 1915, has launched the career of Japanese baseball, including the Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani. So Koryo's president, Masakazu Hori-san, told reporters that the school had decided to withdraw to protect students and staff, describing the assault case as a deeply regrettable. And he added, "We have decided to pull out and will swiftly conduct an overhaul of our education method." So, deeply regrettable. 非常に残念です. This would be the Japanese version. 非常に残念な. I think that's probably what he said. A deeply regrettable incident. The school's investigation found that the unnamed boy had been shoved in the chest and slapped in the face. He transferred to another school after his assailants apologized. Okay, now, what's going on here? Shoved in the chest and slapped in the face. Okay. Kind of sounds normal to me, actually, to be honest with you. Now, we don't know all the details. There could be a lot more. Was he slapped once? Was he slapped 500 times? It kind of changes, right? But when you hear pushed in the chest and slapped in the face, high school boys fucking around, it's pretty normal. So it's kind of hard to say, like, is this an overreaction? Did the team have to pull out of the tournament just because one kid was pushed in the chest and slapped in the face? Did it have to become a national scandal? I don't know. I know that from personal experience, like talking to parents and friends who've had kids in the baseball system. Here in Hokkaido, we have a high school called Tomakomai. What is it? It's Tomakomai something. It's in the city of Tomakomai. And they're quite good. They did very well, maybe like, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago in the Koshien tournament. And I knew parents who sent their kids there, and they said the school was famous for boryoku. Boryoku is like violence. And that many parents will send their children to a school like that to straighten them out. If you have an athletic, strong kid who's got so much energy and he's like, "Ugh, ugh," you kind of want to send him to a school and have him get beat up a little bit. I know that maybe that sounds bad, but that's the truth, probably globally. But I know it's true here in Japan. A lot of parents, there's a word called taikukaike, which means like, the sporting type, the athletic kids, basically the meatheads, the kids, the kids who are really good at sports, but maybe they can't study too well. You know what I mean? These are the kids you want to send to a school with a good sports program, soccer, baseball, volleyball, whatever, and let them get roughed up a little bit, straighten them out. Senpai kohai, learn about seniority. Don't screw around. So I don't know about this news. It feels like something that's kind of normal. Maybe it's not a great thing. We don't want bullying. We don't want ijime. Ijime is bullying. And in Japan, ijime can be more than just pushing in the chest and slapping. A lot of times it can be an incredibly long-term situation where certain kids will get picked on for the entire time they're in the school, like years. And it becomes, a huge mental stress, and it can lead to suicide and other things. So obviously not good, but this story sounds like it's been blown out of proportion a little bit. There have been other instances of this. In 2015, PL Gakuen High School, one of the tournament's most successful teams, said it would stop recruiting new players after allegations of violence and bullying. In 2023, the coach of another top team was forced to step down after being accused of physically abusing a player. And last month, players competing in a qualifying game for the Koshien tournament were ordered not to smile and wave at supporters during an opening ceremony and instead march in an orderly fashion. I don't know. That sounds pretty normal. They're usually out there like marching very seriously. Anyway, that's the big news in Japan. This team pulls out of Koshien. So, ijime, bullying, violence in schools, coaches smacking students, stuff like that has become a big topic here in Japan again. Now, I got one more story. McDonald's Japan apologizes for Pokemon Happy Meal chaos. Promotion leads to bulk purchases and wasted food. So this came up yesterday in the news here. Some kind of campaign where if you bought a certain meal or something, you would get Pokemon cards, the Happy Meal. McDonald's company Japan has apologized for bulk purchases and food waste that occurred recently during a promotion in which Pokemon trading cards were distributed to purchasers of Happy Meals. So people were getting their Happy Meal and you get the Pokemon card. The problem is now there's a culture of reselling limited edition collectible items, right? Thanks to the old internet. What does it say here? Oh, hold on a second. I got to make this a little bit smaller so I can read it. Sorry, folks. I'm having a little trouble here. Hold on. The company offered 2 cards with any purchase of a Happy Meal from Saturday to Monday. Customers were asked to buy no more than 5 sets each. So this is where they didn't think this through. Please only buy 5 sets each, okay? Thank you. Very nice. And suddenly everybody's in there. Fuck that. I'm going to buy 50 of them. Nonetheless, bulk purchases for resale purposes caused congestion and chaos in stores and surrounding areas. There were also some instances of purchased food being discarded or just abandoned around the stores. So buyers were going into McDonald's repeatedly. Probably, give me 5 Happy Meals, go outside, come back in. Give me 5 Happy Meals, go outside, come back in. Repeat. Just buying and buying and buying and then throwing away the food. Like, who cares? It's just McDonald's. It's crappy burgers. In fact, it's a Happy Meal. Who wants to eat a Happy Meal? That stuff's terrible. Don't go to McDonald's. Many stores ran out of cards on the first day of the campaign, and the company admitted that it had failed to properly cope with the situation, said it will implement measures to prevent reoccurrence, including setting stricter limits on the number of items individual customers can buy and refusing to sell to those who attempt to make repeat purchases. Yeah. It's kind of tough, though. You can go to different stores, which is one way, or you could have, many friends. 5 people go and buy 5 each. It's pretty hard to control. So the Pokemon card became a problem mainly because of the waste. People, and this is a good thing, Japan does not like garbage on the streets. Very clean. This is great. And wasting food is a big problem. It's looked down upon quite severely. People, even, when you eat a bowl of rice, eating that last little bit of rice in the bowl is like important. It's respected. And if you don't do it, it's looked down upon. He left rice in the bottom of the bowl. There were 2 rice kernels. So this is a big problem. Now, I believe this is probably local, some Japanese people, but also probably foreign buyers. And it leads into our next story. This has also become a big problem here in Japan. And it is, this is a photo. This is from some TV show. Airbnb, or in Japan, we call it minpaku, where you can stay, someone rents out their apartment or rents out their house. Could happen in a hotel as well, but there are now incidences where foreigners will come to Japan. They'll rent an Airbnb unit or a hotel. They'll go around and they'll buy all these like collectible items. I think this is some kind of game. I'm not even sure what this is. Let's see. Maybe I can go full screen and have a look here. Yeah, it looks like some kind of game or model sets or something. But this is all trash that was left over in the rental unit after the customers left. So this is in Tokyo. So yeah, it says something like 4 people were there, maybe 6 days. And this is like all the trash that was left over. An issue here in Japan, and I think this is going to be, yeah, look at this. So they put their cigarette butts in the plastic bottle. These kind of things are very unacceptable in Japan, especially here where recycling is in way. You have to take the labels off of the PET bottles. You have to take the cap off. And you have to throw away the bottle perfectly clean to be recycled. If you have cigarette butts in a plastic bottle, it's a terrible problem. Don't do it, you smokers. Don't do it. So look at all this garbage. Yeah, so basically, this is kind of becoming an issue, especially probably in Tokyo, where there are many shops selling these items and foreign buyers will come. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They're just going to come in, buy all this stuff, take it out of the packaging, put it in the suitcase, go home and sell it. And they're never, ever going to come back again. So even if they get a bad review or the owner or the hotel complains, they're like, fuck you. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It's hard to say what to do in this situation. I actually have owned and run Airbnb units for quite a few years. I've never seen anything this bad, but we have had situations where customers throw away suitcases, throw away a whole bunch of cardboard boxes, or throw away tons of clothes. I think we should build some kind of system where you can just charge people for the trash removal service, or maybe even places can offer it as a service. Hey, if you rent our unit, you can throw away as much garbage as you want, but it'll cost you this much money. Just make them pay for it, man. They're making money, so we should make money too. That's what I think. All right. I think that's kind of all I had today, actually. What are we doing? We got 18 minutes. Yeah, a little short today. I'm pre-recording this episode because I have to work during the lunchtime hour, so I'm actually going to be working. Let me know how your lunchtime or your dinner time is and what you're having. Have a look at the Japanese weather. We had heavy rains there for a few days. Things are better now. Hold on a second. Let me get my camera up here for you. There we are. A look at the weather report. So, Hokkaido, where I am, beautiful sunshine. Tomorrow it's going to be cloudy. We got a little northerly wind, and the high temperature in Sapporo is 29 degrees Celsius. A low of 21. Hokkaido in the evenings is beautiful right now. It is so nice. Southern Japan, main island, we got Sendai with 31 degrees. Tokyo and Nagoya with 31 and 33. Going further south in Shikoku, 33 degrees. So low 30s, not too high. But the evening low temperatures down there in Kyushu, 27 degrees, 25 degrees. Yeah, pretty hot. Takamatsu, 26 degrees. And Okinawa, I believe, with a high of 32 and a low of 28. So not much change, only 4 degrees difference between day and night. And do we have any typhoons or anything terrible heading our way? Let's take a look. Checking the typhoon. Yeah, there was one kind of heading over there towards Taiwan. I see. And it's going to head towards mainland China. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, folks, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you were able to learn a little something and gain some info from today's show. We talked about the bullying or the ijime in Japanese baseball, and then the problem with collectors buying too much stuff and leaving their trash everywhere. This is going to be another problem that ignites the fire of ですね。海外でも話題になって、ガーディアンというイギリスのメディアでも取り上げられて、日本の高校野球でそのいじめがあって、チームが、広陵っていうチームが甲子園から、もう、なんていうんですか、脱退なんていうの、トーナメントからもう参加しないと。これは結構日本にとって大きな問題ですね。話題になってる。これ、いじめ問題。僕が日本に来てからもうずーっとあるものだね。なんかサイクルがあるような気がするけど、あんまり聞こえなくなって。で、またなんかいじめって、でまたなくなるけど、今回この野球。たださっき英語で話したように、野球チームに参加する子たち、まあサッカーとか全体的に多分体育会系の特に男の子たちが、まあ結構親が困ってる人もいるんですよね。僕も会って話したことあるけど、北海道に苫小牧で野球強いチームがあって、前も甲子園で結構いい成績残したんだけど、そこに子供を通わせてる人と話したら、その先生の厳しさ、先生も殴ったりとか叩いたりとか、いろいろ平気であると。でもそれをありがたく思ってるっていう。もう子供が暴れん坊すぎて、もう家でもう親が結構もう手に負えないから、もう寮に入れて、学校行って野球やってもらって、先生に頼みますもん。あいつ殴っていいですから、みたいな。うちの子殴っていいですから。そういう話も聞いたことあるから、まあ新聞ではね、今回その、問題になったのはね、今年の1月頃で、他の学生になんか胸を押されて顔を叩かれたと。そういうようなこと書いてあります。その程度でそこまで問題になるのかっていう。学校の中で話し合ってしっかりすればいいんじゃないのっていう問題が、今回やっぱりソーシャルメディアとかニュースに出てくると、まあそれじゃ終わらないと。今の世の中はやっぱり一回炎上すると、うわーっと火ついちゃって、結局、まあ、学校、僕的にはね、トーナメントやめるんじゃなくて、対策を考えて、みんなと話し合ってっていうのをやればいいのに、やめるっていうのはなんか逆に弱いやり方かなと、ちょっと思ったんですけど、みんなどう思いますか？それとこのバイヤー、問題になってますね。民泊とかホテルを取って、ゲームなのか、あと今回マクドナルドのポケモンカード問題、もう大量に買ってゴミは出すわ、泊まってる宿にその箱とか全部、捨てて帰る。こういう人たちが増えてると。で、このゴミがどうすればいいのさと。ひどい。前はね、スーツケースを捨てるっていうのを読んだことある。これ結構大阪とか東京で、スーツケースを最後調整して、スーツケースが余っちゃう。で、それをホテルの部屋に置いていくとか、外出た時にゴミステーションにスーツケースをぶん投げるとか、こういう問題もあります。まあなかなかね、やらないでくださいって言って、いきなり治る問題じゃないから、逆にこれをなんかビジネスにできるのかなと。僕だったらそのフィー、逆にここ止まったらゴミなんぼでも捨ててあげるよ。その代わりこれだけお金かかるよっていう。そういうね、資本主義的な考えになっちゃうんだけど、まあ、自分も民泊経営してたり、経験もあるから、そのドア開けてめちゃくちゃ部屋が汚れて、スーツケースとか洋服とかゴミがいっぱい置いてあるときあります。 頼むよってなるんだけど、はい。これはちょっと異常ですね。この写真はちょっとひどいです。That's going to be it for my Power Lunch episode today, 25 minutes. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's play a little music. Let's wrap it up a little. I'm going to try this again. Let's put on this little lo-fi music here today. Wrap it up today, ladies and gentlemen. Do we hear the music? Yes, here it comes. Sorry I couldn't do it live today. I do like it live. I can read your comments and your live chat. Couldn't do it. I go to work. Gotta make some money. Gotta make the moolah. It's Japan's summer vacation. This is the time for the service industry to be making our cash. Get the money. We gotta get the money. So I hope everybody's doing good. Have a nice day, everybody. And I'll be back again this evening with America Today. We'll be looking at the latest news topics, talking about what's going on. Thanks for watching. As always, I do appreciate you. And I will see you later. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.